Ali was a 17-year-old boy from a small village surrounded by fields and hills. He wasn't rich, nor did he have access to any professional training, but he had a big dream to become a national-level runner. His friends laughed, his neighbors joked, and even some of his teachers called it a fantasy. But Ali didn't mind. Every morning, he woke up before sunrise and ran through the narrow village paths, barefoot, with his heart full of hope. One day, the school announced its annual sports day. Ali eagerly signed up for the 400-meter race. On the day of the race, he stood nervously at the starting line. Other students had running shoes, proper clothes, and years of training. Ali had none of that, just a worn-out pair of sneakers and his belief in himself. The whistle blew, and he took off. For the first few seconds, he ran ahead, but as he turned the bend, he tripped over a rock and fell. He scraped his knee badly, but he got up and finished the race. Last. The crowd giggled, and his competitors smirked, but Ali didn't care. He had started something, and he wasn't going to stop. That night, sitting alone under the village's old mango tree, Ali made a promise to himself. I will never give up. I'll train harder. One fall won't define me. From the next day, his routine became even tougher. He ran longer, did push-ups, lifted sandbags as weights, and watched running tutorials on a borrowed phone. Even when it rained or when his legs ached, he didn't skip a single day. His clothes were simple, but his vision was clear. After 1 year of training, he qualified for the district-level athletics competition. A kind teacher noticed his dedication and gifted him a pair of decent running shoes. It was the first time Ali felt like a real athlete. His confidence grew. The big day arrived. The stadium buzzed with energy. Ali lined up beside runners who trained in cities, gyms, and academies. The whistle blew. Ali ran with everything he had, and for the first 300 meters, he was in the lead. But then, disaster struck. A sharp pain shot through his leg. He had pulled a muscle. He collapsed on the track, unable to move. The medical team rushed to help. He was taken to the hospital, where the doctor told him to rest for a few weeks. That night, lying on the hospital bed, Ali stared at the ceiling, silent. Doubts crept in. Was he chasing something impossible? His father came and sat beside him. A farmer with rough hands and a warm heart, he said, "Son, when a seed is buried, it doesn't mean it's dead. It means something stronger is about to grow. Don't give up now." Ali smiled faintly. Those words healed more than his injury. He decided to try again. He waited patiently until his leg recovered. Then he resumed his training, more careful, more focused. Over the next few months, he grew stronger. His speed improved, his form got better, and most importantly, his belief in himself deepened. He applied again, this time for the provincial championship. The stadium was larger, the stakes higher, the crowd louder. As Ali stepped onto the track, he remembered every fall, every laugh he endured, and every word of encouragement his father had spoken. The whistle blew, and Ali ran like never before. His feet flew, his heart thundered, and with every stride, he chased the dream he had once scribbled in his old notebook. And then he crossed the finish line. First. For a moment, he didn't believe it. But when the crowd erupted, when the announcer called his name, and when the gold medal was placed around his neck, it became real. Tears rolled down his cheeks, not because of the victory, but because he had proved something to himself. He hadn't given up. He had risen after every fall. Years later, Ali returned to his village, not as a boy with dreams, but as a man who made them come true. He opened a small training camp for village kids who had dreams like his. On the front gate of that training center, he placed a sign that read, "Success is not for those who never fall, but for those who never give up."